Hey everybody, this is Troy, one half of the duo from Pixelated History and Troy Stories. Today I want to share a story about the Great Leap Forward, also known as the Great Chinese Famine. So this is part of Mao Zedong's initiative from 1958 to 1962 to repay the massive loans that he had taken out from the Soviet Union. So as part of an effort to modernize his country, as in 1949 he inherited a very rural economy. So the one thing he did have was agricultural production. So as part of this, Mao Zedong had some weird ideas on how to go about doing this. First of all, he declared war on nature. So as part of this, he declared war on sparrows, of all things, these little birds. So the Chinese peasantry chased these sparrows all over China. And they would bang pots and scare them away, so they'd stay flapping their wings in the air and eventually fall dead from exhaustion. They weren't allowed to land anywhere. So the insects that these sparrows would normally be eating ended up destroying part of the crops that he was going to use to repay these loans from the Soviet Union. In addition to this, he had an idea of how to go about planting the crops themselves. So there's a famous photo of Chinese peasants standing on heads of wheat. So the idea is that socialist seeds would cooperate. Capitalist seeds would compete with each other. So they planted their crops too close together, which led to yet more crop failures. Now, in addition to this, he had collectivization, wherein counter-revolutionaries that spoke out against any Chinese Communist Party policy were branded and publicly ridiculed and, or worse, were imprisoned or just done away with. So as part of the consequence of that, the regional governors would inflate the actual production numbers, even though the crops were failing, which led to mass starvation in the rural communities. So this ended up about 15 to 60 million, depending. Most arrive around 45 million people starved to death. So unfortunately, that's a consequence that bore fruit in 1962 when one of the leading Communist Chinese Party members, Liu Shaoqi, who personally had relatives starved to death, spoke out against Mao, and Mao was sidelined in 1962, which brought this to an end, which in 1966 fuels Mao's Cultural Revolution, his return to power. So just wanted to share this story with you very briefly. Please like and subscribe. I'd love to hear your comments, and please have a nice day. Thank you.